Hey guys, welcome to Raw Customs. I'm your host, Patrick Pillow, and on this episode, it's all about the Jeep mods. Now last year, I actually got to buy my first brand new vehicle for myself ever. It's a 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, and I've been running it for right around a year now, and absolutely love this vehicle. I can't say enough good things about this vehicle. Jeep actually hit a home run with the 4-door, and the horsepower on this is 285 horses, so plenty of horsepower for that small of a vehicle. Now I've already started tearing into it and doing a few modifications. I built some slider steps for it, built a roof rack, built some racks for lights for the front windshield. Now majority of all this I have filmed, so it's just on the editing floor waiting to be put together. Once I get around to that, I will put it out for you. But for this episode, I'm going to be showing you how I made my stock bumper, cut off the ends and made a stubby bumper, and was able to use those ends to make caps to give that nice clean look, and still looks pretty much stock. Most importantly, very easy project and very cheap project. I only spent about $20 on this. The only thing I really had to purchase was the door trim here, which runs about $11 to $15, and some black-headed screws just to clean the look on everything up once I was finished. Well, alright guys, let's see how to do it. To start, I marked 3 inches from where the rise starts on the bumper. Tape was then used to lay out my cut line. Then a reciprocating saw with a metal cutting blade was used to cut the end of the bumper off. On the top portion of the piece of the bumper that I cut off, I measured over 4 inches from the edge of the bumper to get the angle for my cut. Then I laid the bumper top side face down and used a speed square to mark a straight line on the front of the bumper and worked my way to the bottom side. Next, the bumper was clamped down and the back portion of the bumper cut out. I cut as close as I could to the outside edge to make the back hollow. Next, I flipped over the piece and reclamped it. Then cut the end of the bumper off to make my cap. I had to do some additional trimming to get the cap to fit. I cut about 1 inch over at the back, angled to the front. I just cut the plastic portion. Starting at about center at the front of the bumper, I cut down at an angle, taking about 1.5 inches off at the bottom side. Then it was time to put on my cap. I had to use a little force to try and get to stretch around the bumper. I mounted my piece using self-tapping screws. I used 2 screws on the top. I started to screw at the bottom of the front and then forced the piece into position and finished driving it in. I followed that up by putting another screw in the front and 1 screw in the bottom. Once I finished the second side, I pulled the caps off and the edge was wrapped with door trim to give it a cleaner look. The caps were then reinstalled using black screws in place of the self-tappers. Guys, there you go. Simple way to make a stubby bumper. Very simple project, low cost, low supplies, limited tools. For you guys that have already been working on stuff and good with your hands, I know this project will be a breeze for you. For you new guys, or guys just getting started on working on your vehicles, getting into it, and maybe a little bit nervous about starting to cut on your vehicle, this is a great place to start, because the bumper sticks out a little bit from your vehicle, so it's a real safe place to start cutting on. Gets you over that hurdle of being nervous about working on your vehicle or cutting into it anyways. And there's a lot of fallback for it, because number one, if you're cut off the ends and say you messed up on the caps, you can always just go buy some caps because they actually make them in the aftermarket. Worst case scenario is you just have to spend a little bit more money on your project. Number two, you can just go buy a new bumper. So you're pretty well covered getting started with this project. Now for you guys wondering, am I still going to build props? Absolutely. I just finished filming one and it's just waiting to be cut and edited, put together. As soon as I'm done with that, I'll be putting it out. It will be the next video, so that will be a prop video. Alright guys, I really appreciate you watching. I hope this helps you out on your projects, your builds. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.